As we all know, lawyers are held to a high standard of care when it comes to the law, but how high a standard of care? Well, that takes us to this week's case. It involves a man, practicing lawyer. He was living in Michigan, in the county of Genesee, Michigan. There, he was out for lunch one day with some friends, and lo and behold, a jury that was going to be deliberating later on a murder trial was having lunch at the same restaurant. Well, he, in a loud voice, talking to the friend, was making various comments about what takes place at a murder trial, and made the comment which included guilty. Well, a law clerk who was there with the jury went back to the judge and said, you know, that's what happened here, and he identified the fellow. The fellow was an attorney known in the county. Well, the judge had him summoned to his courtroom, came to the courtroom, and the judge said, "You are in contempt of court." Contempt of court. The guy wasn't involved in the case. He hadn't appeared in the courtroom, but the judge found him in contempt of court for making comments that could be influential to the jury and thus basically tampering with the jury process. Well, he was sentenced to 30 days in county jail. He served 7 days. In the interim, he was appealing this, and eventually a Michigan Court of Appeals found that the contempt order was invalid. It was an abuse of discretion by the trial judge because there was no finding that the attorney had engaged in the conduct willfully. Okay, what does this demonstrate to us? I mean, did you ever think that you would be out for lunch and some comments that you would make to a friend at lunch would wind up with you spending time in a county jail? But that can happen, as we've seen, if you are a lawyer because of the high standard of care to which you are held. Now, eventually it was found that those comments were not subject to contempt of court because there was no evidence that they were willfully and deliberately made, but it shows how on edge everybody is with regard to the conduct of an attorney and the attorney's influence upon the law and the legal process. Okay, we bring you this case as we bring you cases every week so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.